Analyzing the vision. As my mind, citta, disengaged from the meditative state, I analyzed the vision, nimitta, and found that the world has always existed in this state. Everyone is infatuated with one another, clinging together through the bonds of love and desires for sensual pleasures, kamaguna. The sensual pleasures based in tangible form, sound, scent, taste, and touch lure us into worldly infatuations and make it difficult for us to escape the chains of this world. The world will continue to exist in this way for perpetuity, without any end in sight. We will persist in seeing the wheel as a lotus flower, seeing evil as good, seeing black as white, and seeing wrong as right, for eternity. I have lived in this world for an eternally long time. Going forward, I will no longer permit myself to be infatuated with the world. Those who find the world to be an endearing place to live in can continue to do so. It is utterly impossible to expect everyone to simultaneously realize the suffering, dukkha, harmful consequences, dosa, and perils, paya, of the world. Only those who are wise and possess sufficiently thorough mindfulness, sati, and wisdom, paññā, to realize the comprehensive truth of the world will have all revealed to them. Nothing remains concealed. Thus the saying, Nati loke raho nama. There are no secrets in this world. With mindfulness and wisdom, no secrets can remain hidden. Everything will be exposed through mindfulness and wisdom. You will know and see how the world came to be, how the world currently exists, and how the world will continue in this way for posterity. Those who come to be born into the world will subscribe to these norms and encounter these common experiences in every lifetime. Who will be pulled into the world's captivating ways, and who will resist this enchanting pull, is a matter of having sufficient mindfulness and wisdom. Those with strong mindfulness and wisdom will be able to break free of the world. Those with moderate mindfulness and wisdom will maintain their state in the world, and those with mediocre mindfulness and wisdom will be utterly lost and mesmerized by the world's ways. I applied mindful wisdom in teaching myself. Are you still going to be pleased with this world? You have been born, and what worldly belongings have you acquired? Where in this world can true happiness be found? The assumption that sensual pleasures are the source of happiness is a false one. Rather, they are the direct source of pain and suffering. Sensual pleasures are a sugar-coated poison. The first taste is sweet, but once the sugar dissolves, the poison immediately kicks in. The same applies to the wrong understanding of sensual pleasures. Sensual pleasures are like bait. Once a blind fish bites, the hook sinks into its mouth and it can't wriggle its way free. Its mouth is in pain and it dies along with that hook. The mind that is lost in sensual pleasures is the same way. It will never be able to lessen the suffering that stems from its attachment to sensual pleasures. I myself have a history of being attached to sensual pleasures. I was attached to sensual pleasures in my past lives, and my current life is the same as my past lives. When I am reborn, the sensual pleasures in those future lives will mirror those in my current life. That night, I had to use wisdom to teach myself throughout the entire night. I taught myself to clearly understand and realize all the suffering, harmful consequences, and perils inherent in sensual pleasures. This would serve as a metaphor, ubaya, to help immunize me from any naive notions or wrong understandings about sensual pleasures. I used that night's meditative vision as an example of how the world operates, drawing parallels and making comparisons so that the mind would arrive at a clear understanding of the reality of this world. What causes people to be attached to this world? The main reason is our contentment with sensual pleasures, namely attachment to the sensual pleasures derived from form, sound, scent, taste, and touch. These bonds are so strong that breaking them is a great challenge, but it isn't impossible. With strong mindfulness and wisdom, and by constantly applying metaphors, ubaya, to teach yourself, your mind may eventually understand and realize the truth in a rational manner. Wisdom must go in and fix whatever it is that has the mind deluded and spellbound. Through constant contemplation, the mind will gradually believe the truths as wisdom has presented them. One day, the mind will be able to know and see the truth in a profound manner. The mind will clearly understand and realize the suffering, harmful consequences, and perils of those delusions. Once the mind knows and sees things wisdom's way, it will automatically cast off its wrong views. This is how wisdom is used to teach and train the mind to no longer be deluded.